Hi, James here, and welcome to another one of my videos. I hope you're having a great day. Now, a little while ago, I published a Jimi Hendrix style chord lick video, and I've had a lot of comments from people saying they really enjoyed that lesson and that they wanted a couple more licks like that. So what I've done today, I've made up another Jimi Hendrix chord style lick, which I'll play for you in a moment. And the great thing is it goes with the first one. So after this lesson, you can check out the first video, and then you can join both these licks together and you'll have a really nice kind of Hendrix chord kind of idea. It's a kind of style of playing which Jimi played on like Little Wing and The Wind Cries Mary and some of those classic tunes. So what I'm going to do for you now is play the chord lick for today's lesson so you can hear it. Then we'll look at where it comes from. Then I'll break it down bit by bit, show you how to play it. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly what you need to do to play this lick. So here's what the lick sounds like. 3, 4. Now the chord is based around this A-shaped bar chord, which we're using at the 5th fret to play a D chord. It's the 5th fret on the A string and the 7th fret on the D, G and B string. I tend to play it using my little finger, just bar across those 3 strings like this. And it's also using a D major pentatonic scale shape played up here. And the idea is we're basically going to add in some of the notes from the pentatonic shape in with the chord shape to get some of these cool sort of hammer-on type ideas. So let's have a little look at both those ideas now. So we've already seen the chord shape down here. And let's look at the D major pentatonic shape, the pentatonic scale shape up here. I'm going to play the E string at 10th fret. Then I'm going to play 7 to 9 on the A string, and the D string, and the G string. Then we've got 7 up to 10 on the B string and the high E string. Now we're not actually using the top strings, but they are in the pattern, so here's a complete pattern. And what we're essentially going to do in this lick is kind of take this fragment of the chord shape here, and we're going to hammer on into some of these major pentatonic notes. So make sure you can find this sort of back part of this bar chord shape inside this pentatonic pattern. Because once you've got this, you can make up a lot of ideas of your own using this kind of approach. So let's break down the lick step by step for you now. Here's the first part of it. 3, 4. 3, 4. So to play this, I'm holding down my chord shape here. I'm hitting the A string bass note, and then I'm having a bit of a chord stab on the rest of the chord, and then sort of sliding it off. Now we're going to get into some hammer-ons. We're going to bring our first finger up to the 7th fret on the A and the D string. Now, what we're going to do then is pick those 2 strings and hammer on our 3rd finger onto the 9th fret on the A string. We're not really going to hear the 7th fret on the D string for very long. It's quite a short little note. We're going to pick those 2 notes and hammer on straight away. And then we're going to do that again. Now really, this is an incredibly powerful little move to kind of join in with that chord shape. You can almost use it as a stand-in for this chord shape sometimes. It sounds really nice, so that's something you can experiment with. And that's basically the first half of the lick. So we play the chord shape, then we come up to the hammer-on, and that's the first bar. Let me play that round for you a couple of times. 3 and 4 and 3, 4 and. Now the rest of the lick is doing this. 4. Do that bit again. The rest of the lick is doing this. So let's have a look up close how we play that part. So I'm starting with one more little stab on that chord, and then sliding it off down the neck there. Then we're going to come back up to the 7th fret, and we're going to pick this A string and D string at the 7th fret and hammer our 3rd finger onto the 9th on the A string, just like we did a moment ago. Then we're going to do a similar idea up on the next 2 strings. We're going to bar the 7th on the D and the G string and hammer onto the 9th on the D string. So you can see how these major pentatonic notes are just working their way into this kind of chord shape idea. So far we've got this. Okay, let's move on. We're going to bar the 7th on the G and the B string now with our 1st finger. We're going to pick those and quickly hammer your 3rd finger onto the 9th fret on the G string and pull it off. And then go to the D string with that finger at the 9th fret. Oops. There it is there. Okay, let's finish it off now. So we're going to bar the D and the G at the 7th again. We're going to pick them and quickly hammer on our 3rd finger to the 9th fret on the D. Then take that finger off and pick these 2 at the 7th. Then play the 9th on the D string, and on the A string rather, and sort of slide off. Now, I quite like to pick some of those with down picks at the end. If I come back, you can see what I'm doing there with the pick, because it gives you that slightly more choppy, Hendrixy type sound. So I'm going down, down, down to give a bit more attack, a bit more of a choppy sound. It sounds a little bit more the way Hendrix used to play these licks. So let me join the whole of that 2nd bar together so you can hear it, and then we'll put the whole lick together. So 2nd bar goes like this. 3, 4. Let me put the whole lick together so you can hear what the whole thing sounds like. 3, 4. So there you go, that's how you play the lick. Now I would really suggest that you look at how these bits sort of fit around this chord shape, because if you can find ideas like this based around this chord shape, whenever you move the chord shape into a different key or anywhere, you can play the similar kind of ideas. For example, if you needed to play a lick like this on a C chord, you just work out where do I move my chord shape to, and I move it down to the 3rd fret. And then you've got all those hammer-on ideas based around that. And it makes it really sort of portable and easy to use these ideas in all sorts of different musical settings. So that's how you play that lick. Be sure to break it up into little bits, because each fragment of this lick could be a really valuable sort of soloing or rhythm guitar idea. Now, what I want to do now is put that together with the lick from the 1st lesson. There is a link under this video to that lesson, so you can check that one after you've watched the rest of this, just so you can hear how it sounds like. Now, the 1st lick was played over an A chord, and this one's played over a D chord. So it would fit over chord sequence going A to D. So let's have a listen to the 1st lick, and then I'll bung the 2nd lick from this lesson on after it. So here's the 1st lick. 3, 4. You can hear how much prettier it sounds than just strumming like an A chord. It sounds really very bland by comparison, although it has its place. So take these two licks and see how you can sort of work them into your playing, come up with a few ideas of your own, because it's a really powerful, beautiful sounding little device here, which Jimmy helped to sort of show to the world there. So I hope you got something useful out of this lesson. Remember to check out the first lick lesson, and then you can join these two together. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because every week I'm publishing at least one of these sorts of lick of the week videos, and there's all sorts of cool stuff coming your way. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching this video and spending a bit of time with me today. I really appreciate it. See you next time. Have a great week. I'll catch you in my next video.